Relax friends. I am Amber. If you are new, welcome everybody to my channel and to a TBR jar prompts. Pick my books for the month of July. So this is my lovely TBR shelf, and from it I'm hoping to figure out what reads I'm going to read for the month. I do have one book to share already. This was on my official TBR in June, but I did not finish it. So Night Weaver by R.M. Gray. I am enjoying it, and so I do want to finish it. So it's being rolled over to July. So other than that, I am going to pick, since I already have this one, I'm going to pick 8 prompts because it's usually around 8 books I'm able to read. And I will still mood read, so I'm not sure if all 8 books from my official TBR are going to get chosen, but I love doing it. I really love creating an official TBR. I just think it's fun. So we're going to choose the first one of the 7 books. So let us see what I get. Hopefully it's something that'll work. Okay, so this is, if you can see, set in a city you want to visit. Set in a city I want to visit. Let's see. A lot of these books are like fantasy. So, okay, I would like to, this one, I'll go with this one, Summer of Yes by Courtney Walsh. It looks like it's set, at least at the beginning, in New York City. And so that sounds perfect. So this is going to be choice number 1. So at the end, I'll kind of go over the synopsises, however you say it, for all of the books. So 1 book down, 6 more to go. Let's look at the next one I get. Okay, what is it? Okay, blindfold pick. I actually do have a little blindfold thing, so just 1 second. Okay, I have my cute little Scentsy blindfold night mask thing, and I'm try not to look at the books. I don't really remember where everything is, so I'm going to blindfold myself and see how this goes. And there are books on all the shelves, so I'll just pick. Actually, I think I know less of what's down on the bottom, so I might go ahead and go with that. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Let's see what I got. All right, okay. Every time I go on vacation, someone dies. So super summary as well, and it seems like it's going to be a fun one. So this is like a murder mystery, but like a rom-com as well, from what I know. And I've been wanting to get to this, so that sounds really fun. So every time I go on vacation, someone dies, by Catherine Mack. Okay, so 4 more, right? 5 more, I mean. 5 more. Okay, let's see what this one is. 2-word title, okay. Let's see. Most of these, that's 1 word. Capitana's 1 word. The floating word, I'm going to count like the and stuff for this. If I can. If not, then I'll cancel out ones that have stuff like that. Okay. But summer romance, that's only 2. Is there any others? This Woven Kingdom, no. Capitana, no. Okay, it looks like this is the one I'm going to go with because it's the only one that is a 2-word title officially. So Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan, 2-word title. And I'm excited about this one. This is a romance. I've never read anything by Annabelle Monaghan, but I've seen her all over booktube and bookstagram. This past year, she seems to have gotten really popular, so I'm excited to give that one a try. And I've heard she's clean, or mostly clean romance, so that's right up my alley. Okay, so that's 3, now 4. Okay, so far I have like contemporary romance type books. I'm hoping to get some fantasy. Includes music, and I'm not even really sure what that is supposed to mean when I typed up that prompt. Includes music, like there's music in the book, like a playlist or something. I don't know how you would know that. I really want to get to Sunrise on the Reaping. I am definitely planning on reading this one, even if it doesn't become part of the official TBR. I have no clue. I have no clue if maybe it's about, like, the book is about, like, has music in it. But I have no idea if any of these two. So we're gonna scrap that one, and we're going to choose a different one. So let's see if I can get one that works better with what I have. So, okay. Highest rated on the TBR. I can tell you right now, I don't even have to look. I don't even have to look. Well, maybe I should look, because no, I don't think I have to look, even though I can pretty much guarantee if it isn't, I'll come back after. But I can pretty much guarantee that this is the top rated. Well, I guess I shouldn't cheat. I guess I should look and see. So I will be right back, because I don't have my device to look on Goodreads, but I'll look for sure, and then I will come back. But pretty much guaranteed, maybe with the Well of Ascension, it could be. That's why I'm like, I'm not absolutely positive. So I'll be right back again. All right, I'm back, and guess what the highest rated was? It was Sunrise on the Reaping, like I thought it was, by Suzanne Collins. This was rated on Goodreads 4.56. The next closest, well, the Well of Ascension was pretty high too, but not as high. It was close to, I forgot about, I had this one as well, Remarkably Bright Creatures. That one was probably tied for second with the Well of Ascension. So, yay, Sunrise on the Reaping. Absolutely getting to this officially this July. So, yay for this one. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 3 more. Next prompt is, let me know in the comments if you read Sunrise on the Reaping yet, if you're a fan of the Hunger Games, all those good things. Okay, Animal Sidekick. Ooh, yay. So this is more of a, this is more of a fantasy style book, I would say. I wonder if there's an animal sidekick in this Woven Kingdom. It's hard to know with these things. Let's see. Maybe, or Daughter of a Pirate King could be. I don't see anything in that. How about A Deal with the Elf King? Possibly. It's hard to know when you don't know about any of the books. Letters from the Luminous Deep. You know what? I might have to search again, because a lot of these probably won't have any sort of any of that info. So hold again, and I will be right back. Alrighty, I don't know why I didn't even think of this one as I was trying to figure out what has an animal sidekick, but one of the main characters in this book is actually an animal, and that is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. There is a octopus in the story, so that absolutely works. And this is on my 25 books to read in 2025. So, yay, glad I got that one. So now 2 more. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So now 2 more. So far, it's looking good for sure. I really don't have much in the way of fantasy, but illustrated cover. Definitely illustrated. Let's see. That looks illustrated. That's like a completely different type of, illustrated, the floating world. Illustrated. And I don't really know all the, illustrated, the Matchbreaker Summer. Like a lot of these are like illustrated. So I could pretty much pick, I guess, instead of like a photo. So all of these, we'll search, we'll look at all these. You know what I kind of want to do, because it's completely, I know I've been all about like the summer books, the hot sea, pirates, you know, those types of books. I kind of want to go rogue with that and choose A Deal with the Elf King, which is a Beauty and the Beast sort of retelling, is from what I understand, by Elise Kova. And this looks illustrated. It looks like an illustration to me. So I'm thinking, I think I want to give this one a try, because I've been wanting to see about this series. And yeah, so we're going to do this one, A Deal with the Elf King. It might not have anything to do with summer, but that's the one that I want. So let's put those back. And I think I have one more then, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so one more. Okay, what is my last one? Let's look. What is this? This is not gonna work. Set in winter. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That might have worked for A Deal with the Elf King, actually. That might be in winter, I don't know, but yeah, that one's not gonna work, because all the books I have right now are like summery. Yeah, so no, we gotta do something different, because I know I'm not going to get to it otherwise at all. Okay, character moves to a new town. Ooh, that one, shoot, what would work for that? Let's look and see. Maybe? I don't think so. House of Salt and Sorrow, I don't think will work. Maybe The Woven Kingdom would. I'm sorry, this is like going to be, that's all on the sea. So is that technically moving to the new town? I don't think so. This one might work, and I know this is, all this will be speeded up for you guys, because it's taking forever for me to figure out. Well, you know what? Actually, this one I think is, oh yes, I know I'm going to pick this one. The Breakup Pact, well, I was trying to decide actually between these two, because I think this one, they kind of move. Yeah, they kind of move somewhere else, possibly. But I know, I want to read this one. So this is brand new, A Forgery of Fate. It came out in May. It came out in May by Elizabeth Lim. And I do know that she definitely moves to a different town because she ends up, from what I understand, going and living in a kingdom that's underwater. So yeah, that one will work out. Okay, there we go. So we have everything picked. Let's go through them all, and I will try and look at the synopsises for you. So Night Weaver, first of all, I'm finishing this one because I'm almost halfway through, and so it carried over from June's official TBR. Then The Summer of Yes by Courtney Walsh. This was for the prompt set in a city you want to live or want to visit. Yeah, you want to visit. So I think it starts out in New York City, and a girl named Kelsey, she ends up getting hit by a car that jumps a curb, and she ends up in the hospital. And in the hospital, while she's recovering, she meets an older lady named Georgina Tate, who is a legendary businesswoman. And it says, Kelsey and Georgina couldn't be more opposite. Kelsey's a dreamer, a writer who questions her own skill, and Georgina is a confident businesswoman whose years of shouldering her way into boardrooms and making her voice heard has made her far too outspoken for the faint of heart. But now when Georgina's failing kidneys force her to face some big regrets about the way she lived her life, the two women recognize they share a common thread. Maybe it's time to confront a few things. They must ask themselves, what if I said yes to everything I've always said no to? So, women's fiction, and I do think there's romance in it as well, but I'm not absolutely positive. Okay, then next I got a blindfold pick, and I ended up choosing Every Time I Go on Vacation, Someone Dies. And this is by Catherine Mack. It says, as spellbinding as Knives Out, which I do enjoy that movie. So it says 10 days, 8 suspects, 6 cities, 5 authors, 3 bodies, 1 trip to die for. All that best-selling author Eleanor Dash wants to do is get through her book tour in Italy and kill off her main character, Connor Smith, in the next novel in her vacation mystery series. Is that too much to ask? Clearly it is, because when an attempt is made to kill the real Connor, the handsome but infuriating con man she got mixed up with 10 years ago and now can't get out of her life, Eleanor's enlisted to help solve the case. So that seems like it'll be a fun rom-com mystery for sure. Summary to the max. Okay, next up, another summary book, and this was for the prompt 2-word title, so Annabelle Monahan's Summer Romance. And this says, Allie Morris is a professional organizer whose own life is a mess. Her mom died 2 years ago, then her husband left, and she hasn't worn pants with a zipper in longer than she cares to remember. No one is more surprised than Allie when the first time she takes off her wedding ring and puts on pants with hardware, overalls count right, she meets someone. Or rather, her dog claims a man for her by peeing on him. Ethan smiles at Allie like her pants are just right, like he likes what he sees. He looks at her like she's a younger, braver version of herself. The last thing newly single mom Allie needs is to make her life messier. But there's no harm to a little summer romance, is there? So, looks cute. Then I did get Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This was for the prompt highest rated on my TBR. And yes, absolutely highest rated. It was 4.56. If you don't know, this is part of the Hunger Games. This is a prequel about Haymitch's story when he was in the Hunger Games. So Haymitch was if you don't know, the Hunger Games, Haymitch was an advisor to the two main characters in the Hunger Games trilogy. He helped keep them alive, etc., etc. So excited. I did read the trilogy, the original trilogy over again in June. I read all 3 books to prepare for this book now, and I'm trying to prepare to be emotionally devastated, but it'll be good. I'll like it. I'll like the emotional devastation. Okay, after that, I got the prompt. What was it again? Illustrated cover, and I chose A Deal with the Elf King by Elise Kova. It is the first in a series called a Married to Magic series, which I think they're like interconnected type of standalone series. And this is a reimagining of Beauty and the Beast. So it says 3,000 years ago, humans were hunted by powerful races with wild magic until the treaty was formed. Now for centuries, the elves have taken a young woman from Luella's village to be their human queen. To be chosen is seen as a mark of death by the townsfolk. Mark, 19-year-old Luella, is grateful to have escaped as a girl. Instead, she's dedicated her life to studying herbology and becoming the town's only healer. That is until the Elf King unexpectedly arrives for her. So, we'll see. I'm excited to give that one a shot. I heard that Elise Kova's books are now going to be traditionally published. She was an indie published author, and this is why this went higher priority on my list, because if I do end up loving it, I may want to purchase the indie published covers because they are really pretty. I really like them. So, okay, after that, for the prompt, An Animal Sidekick, I got Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. And this is, it says it's categorized as a mysteries. That's interesting. I thought it was more of just a general fiction type of story. But it is described as after Tova Sullivan's husband died, she began working the night shift at the Soul Bay Aquarium. Mopping floors and tidying up. Keeping busy has always helped her cope, which she's been doing since her 18-year-old son, Eric, mysteriously vanished. Okay, well, there we go. There's the mystery. On a boat in Puget Sound over 30 years ago, Tova becomes acquainted with curmudgeonly Marcellus, a giant Pacific octopus living at the aquarium. So there we go. There's the animal sidekick. Marcellus knows more than anyone can imagine, but wouldn't dream of lifting one of his 8 arms for his human captors until he forms a remarkable friendship with Tova. So I've heard this is a wonderful story. I've hesitated in reading it because octopus do freak me out. I think they're yucky, but I've heard such good things about this book that I'm going to go ahead and take the plunge. So that works. Okay, final book. This was for the prompt. Character moves to a new town. I chose Forgery of Fate by Elizabeth Lim, and this is the Owl Crate edition. And isn't it beautiful? I still can't get over how gorgeous this was. If you watched my mid-year book freakout tag, I did highlight this already, plus my book haul. But it's just so beautiful. It is so beautiful, and I've heard that the story is just wonderful. So this is described as Truyan Sigus, didn't choose to become a con artist. But after her father is lost at sea, it's up to her to support her mother and 2 younger sisters. A gifted art forger, True has the unique ability to paint the future. But even such magic is not enough to put her family back together again or stave off the gangsters demanding payment in blood for her mother's gambling debts. Left with few options, True agrees to a marriage contract with a mysterious dragon lord. He offers a fresh start for her mother and sisters and elusive answers about her father's disappearance. But in exchange, she must join him in his desolate undersea palace and paint a future so treasonous it could upend both the mortal and immortal realms. So yes, definitely moving somewhere new. She's moving to an under the sea palace. So, forgery of fate. So that's it, you guys. Those are all, and there it goes. Those are all the novels. I don't want to ruin my book. Those are all the novels that I plan on getting to during the month of July. And as I said at the beginning, I will mood read as well, if none of these tickle my fancy at the moment. But these are the ones I am planning on for sure. Let me know down below, do any of these sound good to you? Have you read any of these? What are your summer reading plans? Let me know all that info. I enjoy talking to you guys. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.